Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing one topic, that is city creation. One of the person told that actually Microsoft Sand basically is getting created, right? Basically, so one day basically it is going to create one planet basically, 100% basically, 100% basically it's going to create one planet, and that planet basically is going to connect to many planets. Then he told that yes, basically. Same way if I say that basically whatever earthquake basically which gets connects here basically in the Earth planet, that is connected with the sand also basically, then he told that yes, if I say sand equal to lava and lava equal to material, that is okay. Now existing sand basically, which was existing sand means when the earth planet was just started basically, that time also earthquakes happens na basically, that time basically more earthquake basically was happening because there was no balancing of the earth planet. So that time basically one of the person told that basically sand equal to, that time sand equal to planets, that time planet equal to sand equal to planets, and that sand was basically created by set of lava groups also. That time basically this lava system basically is created in earth planet basically, but in real basically the other planets basically how they are creating their land, that basically they only knows. So one of the person told that basically uh, Microsoft also is going to create a planet basically. Then he told that yes. So there also basically the lava system is only going to integrate basically. Then he told that yes. Reason, Earth planet has created the Microsoft planet basically. So Microsoft planet basically have to use this system only basically. There is no other option. If the Microsoft group basically want to change that system, that basically then basically he required the permission of the universe group basically. Other than basically he can't create that, and they basically can't contact directly to universe group basically. They can't contact directly to the universe group. So they told that you can create the land and let's your land basically gets into the universe basically, move to the universe. If anything is happening basically, that means universe group has not accepted your creation. If they are accepting, that means if nothing is happening, that means they have accepted it basically. So that's like the creation basically of universes, and like that basically the land gets created. So Microsoft Planet basically is equal to Microsoft Sand, and which is handled by the Oxford Group basically. So Oxford Group basically, just see basically up to what level the Oxford Group has done the plan basically. What Oxford Group equal to give have, they basically have set of words basically, and that set of word basically they keeps on dividing basically. They divided the word to the Microsoft. Microsoft created the sand everything basically. The target is this many sand, and they basically created this everything basically to create that 1 lakh sand basically, 1 lakh kilogram sand basically. That is then basically now basically the sand basically is going to generate the energy, and which is going to create the set of planets basically, and that planet basically is going to generate energies basically into the environment, and there basically the creation is going to happen. That is a human creation basically which is going to happen. So same way basically the earth planet is also created by some group basically, by some group basically, and they keeps on doing the, sorry, they keeps on giving the datas basically, they keeps on doing giving the datas basically, and datas basically are the creation basically of the sand basically. For example, Microsoft, how Microsoft created, how Microsoft Sand got created. That is from this, na basically. These cities, this many birth, this many water types of water basically integrated, this many companies, nuclear power company, more than this many data business basically was used. So business development team also basically creates the business according to the planet creation only basically. There is the basic. So you can just imagine how the business development teams basically are also. They are basically MBAs, MTech, BTech, IITs, IIMs. Normal people basically can't handle this type of plans basically. It's very difficult because you have to represent the you have to represent this everything basically in front of the Oxford group basically, and Oxford group basically don't understand simple language basically. They need to get some complicated language, complicated words. This type of language basically, for example, business development team basically will be going to do the business. This business basically plans also this business plan also to get this small money back in the Microsoft bank account basically. So Microsoft do the plans basically, business plan basically you can say, and whatever money basically was invested basically, they are going to get back basically, and they according to that basically they do the business plan basically, and in business plan basically they are going to represent this words basically in front of the Oxford group basically, and in Oxford group basically if you write this type of thing basically like according to the above sand and lava creation, that is not going to work. Why? Because they don't understand simple language basically. They have to explain in the stories language basically you can say. Stories, and if you are explaining in the story language, then basically it's become more complicated basically. More complicated words basically comes into the picture basically. That's why, because it's a Oxford University basically. Oxford University means number one English university basically you can say, and if it's a number one university and equivalent to Harvard University, equivalent to London University, then basically you can just imagine basically there basically normal English is not going to work basically. There basically the normal English is not going to work basically. So one of the person told that basically which kind of English basically they are using basically. So just a minute. Oxford University lecture basically. Lectures. We'll have one lecture basically of Oxford University. Oxford group only basically is required. See basically, we will take here basically.
Hyde Park, why not?
Relatively.
Hyde Park?
That's Highgate Cemetery.
Okay.
Alexander Thompson designed this city's Egyptian halls on Union Street and combined Greek and Egyptian motifs for its St. Vincent. It is home to a sculpture of a pink man pissing the bat. So with that buzzing Thomas Carlyle bonuses Cambridge. In this work, the young rake Charles Surface sells his family's portraits to.
So you can just imagine basically. See this also. Because normal people basically can't work there, can't study there also. So this is basically the Oxford culture basically. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about the lava creation and the sand creation and how it is connecting directly to the earthquakes and how basically the earthquake system basically is handled basically. We basically saw types of earthquake basically, that is through lava happens, through energies happens basically, but in detail basically this all basically sand creation, then the land creation, then the lava creation, this and everything basically are in detail. In next video basically we are